viewers. My name is Suzette.
My name's Alana,
My name's Jaylyn.
and today we're going to talk about bullying. So, first question is, why do people bully? In my opinion, I feel like people bully because they have an audience that they think they're impressing, but really they're not. I mean, unless some people are rude and they enjoy that bullying, but most of the time that bullying is happening is because they have an audience to make them feel like they're doing something right.
And have you experienced bullying
Yes.
before? You want to talk about it?
Yeah. Actually, that question is my answer. Actually, relates to my bullying situation because in my bullying situation, they would only try to be ignorant or rude to me when there was people around. There was multiple times where it was only me and that person together, and they never said anything. They walked past me like I wasn't there. But when they were around people, they decided that they were going to put on a show and, oh, I'm gonna beat her up and I'm gonna do this. It was just like things like that where
So basically, you're saying that it's the audience.
yeah,
They need
they need an audience
to
bully.
bully. What's your intake on that, Jaylyn?
I think people bully because of their past or because situations that happened prior to that, and also because of what she said and their environment that's happening at home or whatever, or
So
how people treat them.
do you think that it's their background, like their environment at home?
I think what she's saying is
I
more
think it's like their environment.
maybe
and
they
then
were
how
bullied.
how people treat them, so they're taking that out on others. Because the way people treated them.
Right. I would like to a better understanding as far as from grandparents' perspective, mother's perspective, father's perspectives, because when you read on Facebook, there's a lot of incidents where people have killed themselves, and that goes really deep. What people are doing to them to make them commit suicide.
Understanding, I'm gonna ask you a question to basically help, grandparents understand.
Right.
And
parents.
Let's say, around the time I was being bullied, I was coming home to you and talking to you about it, and you had to sit. Let's say that you had no control over it. You couldn't do anything because the school wasn't helping you. How would you feel? How would you feel about me being bullied?
If the school wasn't helping, well, of course I would feel bad. But I don't know.
It's a hard question.
It's a hard
because
question.
That's
right.
how I felt when I was getting bullied. Newark didn't help me. Mommy had to call actual police officers. When we actually told the school that I was being bullied, they told Mommy she was being delusional. So it's you can't really. My biggest thing is schools make you sign a paper in the beginning of the school year that says no bullying policy. You have to promise that you're not going to bully.
But
and
they
that
don't
if you
oblige
get
by that?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then if you get bullied, they'll be there to help you. Nobody was there to help me, so.
See, with my school, they got a code of conduct, and then they make you sign the paper, and then if you
yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
break any of them rules that are in the code of conduct, then they can say, well, here's the, you promise not to do this, blah, 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 blah.
Okay, so I understand that, the agreements, but we all know that the bullying still exists.
Exactly. I feel
And we all know that it still takes place.
A lot of it from social media, too, sometimes.
Okay.
I just feel like there's, honestly, if the people that are bullying don't, maybe ways to stop it would be if, they talk to somebody. I mean, even if it's, let's say you worked at our school, and you were somebody to talk to the students that were bullying to see if there was going on something. I feel like even if somebody were to talk to them, some people just don't want the help. Because, again, it's an audience. They feel like they're, on a high level when they're bullying and they have an audience. With my experience, one of the girls that were bullying me, she had a daughter. And instead of taking care of her daughter, she was bullying me, making pages. It was like a lot of stuff that even when people talked to her, she just didn't care. So I just don't think there's a way to stop bullying unless everybody comes together to work on that. But
No, are you saying that do parents need to be more involved and come up to the school?
yes, because I do think some parents, like, I've talked to people that have been bullied too, and some of the parents don't. They take it as a joke and they're like, look, if you just go to school and worry about school, then it won't happen. I feel like if some more parents are involved, or there's even students that don't talk to their parents because they're scared.
Right.
So I feel like if parents are more involved in asking what happened to their, like, during their child's day, and like, is there anything that they want to talk about, like, if they feel comfortable to talk to their parents, they will, and it could be resolved. But then again, there's schools that don't really care.
But
So-
you know, you also hear a lot of parents that say that they don't know that their child is being bullied.
Right.
So how would they know? What are the signs for parents to know that their child
Depression.
is depression?
Yeah, that is a sign.
Depression is a sign.
Well, when I was first being bullied, I didn't tell mommy, but she kind of figured because, like, I didn't want to, I stopped. Kids don't want to go to school. That was me. I didn't want to go to school anymore. I started failing because I was, like, upset, not paying attention to my classes. I didn't want to go to my classes because sometimes they would be waiting outside of my classes. So, like, if your child's doesn't want to go to school, doesn't seem interested in school anymore, it's probably because they're being bullied or
Okay, so that is one
they're
of
being
the signs.
influenced by. There's two ways you can, like, there's two answers for that. They could be following after people that are don't really care about school, or they could be being bullied. But then again, you should be able to, like, if you feel like your child's being bullied, or it comes to your mind that your child's being bullied, I think you should ask. And then if they tell you no, but you still feel like they're being bullied, just look for the signs.
Especially like harm too. Harm is
Self-harm.
Yeah, harming
Yeah.
themselves.
self-harm.
So that's a sign people do self-harm to themselves?
Mm-hmm.
In what way?
Like
Cutting
cutting themselves, just feeling pain.
Oh, feeling pain.
punching walls,
Like,
you know,
yeah,
stuff
like-
that.
Oh, okay.
I
Taking
know.
their
I
anger
had
out on something.
I had
someone.
went to school with a girl who was being bullied, like, since beginning of middle school till, like, first year of high school, and she had scars all over her arms because she was cutting, and her parents never knew because they didn't pay attention. And it's like, how don't you notice that your child has cuts all up and down their arms?
Well, or is it the clothes that they wear?
It is, but
But that they can't tell? Because, you know,
But throughout the summer, y'all
Right.
don't go
She
at
was
least
wearing
swimming
hoodies.
once.
she
But
didn't, like,
what about makeup?
you're right,
on your whole
but
body?
there was some
No,
open
well,
cuts
I mean,
too.
if it's cuts on their arms,
Yeah.
they could have makeup on to cover it up. You know,
You're right.
I mean, not that I'm not saying that parents should not be aware of that, but these are things that you two.
Yeah, but if you going swimming, eventually all that makeup gonna come off.
Well, there's setting
That's true.
sprays for that.
Yeah,
So.
but like,
I mean, either way, I mean, come on. I mean, yeah, there's makeup and stuff, but pretty sure, like, you can tell the difference.
Now, I know bullying is bullying, but is it different types of bullying with different ages?
There's just, like,
Mhm.
there is different types of bullying. There's bullying about, like, in elementary school, what you wear, you know, stuff like that. If you have these bows or that
But don't the
bows, you know,
schools
stuff
still
like
wear
that.
uniforms?
Well,
they
not all
say
schools, not all
uniforms
schools.
help, but either way, it's not always the clothes. It's mostly other things. Like,
See, I think a school with a strict uniform, like wearing just a certain color shirt, like one color shirt, one color hoodie, one color pants, or any type of khaki pants, and then one color or two color shoes. Like certain schools, yes, they
See-
wear uniform, but there's different color uniforms. You can wear whatever shoes you want. So kids still get bullied because
and not only that,
they're wearing shoes that, like, most people will make fun of them for wearing because they can't afford the expensive shoes. And that's something that I feel like shouldn't be allowed, because I know there's schools where you have to wear those shoes that people get bullied for wearing. So I feel like I feel like uniform schools that are trying to say that uniforms are part of the no bullying policy, their uniforms should be more strict than what they
Yeah,
are.
because I think
So Jay, you are in what grade?
7th.
You're in 7th
But
grade.
either way, we're allowed to wear whatever shoes we want. So if they're gonna have
Exactly.
uniforms, they might as well have a full uniform. Like you gotta wear
That's what I'm
certain
saying.
shoes, certain pants, certain shirts.
My school, you only get to wear black or brown shoes.
Now,
black or
what
tan
have you
shoes.
experienced in your school with someone bullying? And don't mention names, just mention a situation.
Well, I saw it happening on social media, Instagram to be exact, and basically they just kept posting back and forth after I guess they had messages because they started posting messages, and they was talking about how they wanted to fight or whatever. And so then I guess when they went back to school, they were supposed to fight, but then one of the people wasn't there, and then so eventually classes switched, and then the one girl ended up coming to school late, and then they were supposed to fight, but then a bunch of other teachers got involved, and so it ended up getting. And then another situation was with me and this other girl. I'm not gonna say her name, but she got mad over a little something, and then she said she wanted to smack me or whatever, so we were supposed to fight when we went back to school, but then a bunch of other teachers got involved, so we ended up not fighting. Then she decided that she didn't want to have the drama no more, so she said she's not even worried about it, and then yeah, it was over with,
So that ended well.
kind of.
Are you guys friends?
No.
But you're social. You're cordial to one another, but you're just
We
not
don't talk to
friends.
each other.
When she says cordial, she means like there's no drama, but
There's
you
no
guys don't
drama.
talk. Next question. Anybody have a question to ask?
You know, all of this is new
Don't start
for
that.
all of this is new for parents and grandparents, because of course, you know, when we were growing up, you don't want to hear them stories about when we were growing up as kids, but we didn't experience this. I mean, we did have bullying, because I mean, I had been bullied at one time, and we're actually friends today, but I remember her, she bullied everybody, not just me, but she
Yeah.
bullied everybody. And then she would talk nice when she was by herself, you know, and want to be your friend. But then when she gets around a crowd of people,
what I
then she
experienced.
shows off and wants to fight you and perform and do that. And I didn't even realize it was bullying until we started discussing this. I really didn't realize that,
Really
because I
didn't.
started talking about it, and then I was like, wait a minute, it wasn't bullying, but then it was bullying. You know, she was a person who bullied all the time, and believe it or not, we are friends today, but she just doesn't realize the impact that she had on people of what she did.
Right.
And I never even thought of it being bullying until we actually just started discussing this. So it's weird that I actually got bullied too.
Right.
But
I feel like a lot of this situations happening these days is because the generation.
Yeah, it's definitely our generation.
Most definitely.
It's just a lot of attention
and what you
seekers.
said, social media too.
Social media is
Because
social
that
media
plays
is
so much.
that plays a
a big
lot
part.
in bullying. Because I mean, even with me being on Facebook and I'm strolling down, I'm seeing
Right.
people.
You see, grown
I mean,
women do it.
fights.
You know,
Even
grown
grown-ups do it. Like,
grown-
for
grown
example,
people.
YouTubers, they get a lot of hate comments, and a lot of their viewers are basically bullying them because they're saying hate comments towards them.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying. A lot of grown-ups, like, for attention, a lot of grown-ups do like attention because, you know, they haven't fully have a grown mind yet. I see a lot of people do that now. Grown-ups post about, oh, I want to fight this person because she was messing with my husband. You know, like, little things like that. Like,
Well, that's
bullying
crazy, but, you know.
constantly over and over. It happens at all ages, like you said, Grandma.
Right. Yeah, that's true.
I feel somebody at my school had an administrator had said, I was talking to her about my bullying, because bullying has happened since me for me since middle school. She said, did I ever think it was me? And I said, of course I did. But it wasn't me starting the things. It was more of me pulling myself away from friendships that I felt like were going to end up badly. Like, my whole bullying in high school started because I saw the way certain people act, you know, and I didn't want to hang out with that kind of crowd. You know, when you're in high school, when your first year of high school, you're figuring out what crowd you want to hang with, you know. So that's what I was doing. But then when I figured out, like, I just didn't want to hang with anybody really, it was more of, okay, well, since we're not going to be friends anymore, then it has to be we don't like each other and we have to fight. It was things like that. That's how my drama got started, because I saw the way they acted, and I wasn't interested in being friends with them anymore, because I didn't even end the friendship on a bad term. I just said, look, I think that our friendship was fine, it's just I don't like some of the things you do, so I think we shouldn't be friends anymore because I'm more worried about my schoolwork. And that's how my drama got started. So it was more of me not liking the way certain people act. And I know I have my ways and things that people don't like about me, but most of the drama started because I didn't want to be friends with them.
Right. Well, parents, if you're watching this YouTube video by me and my granddaughters to enlighten you on bullying, just know that to talk to your kids. Just talk to them and find out what's going on. Keep an eye on their behavior, whether they're going through depression. Just notice the little things as far as the schoolwork, right?
Yep.
Not
Not wanting to go to school.
wanting to go to school. You have something to say to help the parents?
I mean, they're surrounding too, because a lot of it happens because certain people don't like the way you are or the person you are. Like, oh, this person could get mad because you're prettier than them, so they want to automatically fight you or something.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
It's just a lot of jealousy issues, basically, what you're saying.
Well, we're busy. We work hard
Right.
every day, and we have our busy lives. But just take a moment out to just find out what your kids are going through. Communication, communication, communication all day long.
Right.
Just find out what's going on.
Communication is key.
Right, because if you're not communicating, you don't want a letter of communication saying why they committed suicide.
one of my teachers was talking to me about this, and she was saying how, well, she wasn't talking to me, she was talking to a class about it, how, you know, she has a family at home, and she has to make sure she's safe for her family because she's how tiny she is. If, you know, a fight is happening or something, or bullying gets to a point where it is a fight and she tries to break it up, she don't want to have to get hurt because she has to think about her family also. Like, her family needs her at the end of the day. So she has to worry about herself too, and her not hurting her as well.
Yeah, I do agree. There's some teachers that recent high school I went to before that there was teachers who got involved in fights. There were students who actually started fights with the teachers, and they would be upset and stuff. But then I'm like, well, honestly, in my opinion, I'm like, well, now you know, like, how it feels to the students that are being bullied, because there's teachers who cry at school because students are rude to them. But then when a student's being bullied, they don't take it serious, and I'm like, well, you know, it's kind of because it's the same thing. We feel, I mean, for us, it's worse because you guys have a higher authority than us. You know, you can get the help. It's them disrespecting somebody who works there, so they'll get in more trouble with you. I just feel like bullying with the other students doesn't get taken serious the way it should be. There's students who kill themselves. There's students who die in fights because there's weapons. Like, honestly, there's just so many problems with bullying, and I feel like nobody takes it serious.
And there's different ages. That's what's so scary.
That's what I'm saying.
You know, I mean, like, when I'm reading things on Facebook and on social media, I'm reading stories from children that are from 5 years old up.
With her situation, one of the girls is overage.
Yes, most of the girls that I was being bullied by were in younger, what's the word I'm looking for? Were in lower grades, but they were higher age, 18 and over, bullying me. So a lot of them were overage. So, of course, one, that's, I'm a minor, so already then there, if they touched me or fought me, you know, put their hands on me, they could possibly get in trouble. It just depends the way people handle it, because some of the grown-ups that I went to when I was being bullied were saying, well, they still attend here, so it's nothing we can do. They're technically still minors because they attend here. But then we had talked to a police officer because the school resource officer didn't do anything. And he said, no, they're overage. They can still get in trouble if they put their hands on me. And that the school needed to deal with that unless it became like something seriously, like jumping me, you know, stuff like that. Then the police would get involved. But it was the school's job to handle it.
Well, this conversation between us is to make awareness for parents to have an understanding, not from my perspective
Right.
because I'm grown,
Yeah.
but from you guys' perspective, you
Like,
know.
I definitely
Some of your
think
kids that could possibly be 5 now, you know, you could use this video later on to know if they're getting bullied later on. Because who knows, you know, maybe 5 years from now, bullying probably would be not a big topic anymore.
It's
or
always
maybe it
a
will
big
be.
topic.
It is, but, you know, maybe,
people might not take it as
eventually-
much, like, as
well,
seriously.
no, I'm saying maybe eventually people will actually start taking it serious and start dealing with it, so it won't be that bad. But bullying now is terrible.
Right.
Like, really terrible. It
I
happens
most
every
definitely
day.
think that if you're getting bullied and you don't want to tell to your parents about it, tell another trusted adult.
Tell another trusting adult.
Trusted.
Okay.
When you say trusting adult, what do you mean?
You mean another
A teacher?
Adult or a teacher
Family
that's
member?
like someone you're really close with.
right? We know we had a discussion to give parents awareness of what to look for in their children, of what's going on with bullying, right? What suggestion from you, Jalen, do you have to give to people who are bullying, or should I say, who are being bullied? What suggestion do you have for them? What should they do?
Tell a trusted adult.
Okay,
Someone you trust, like somebody close. If you don't feel comfortable telling your guardian.
parents to find someone
Who you trust. that you
and
know you
give
can
them
talk
the
about,
information.
so
Okay,
they can, you know, help the
not
situation.
keep it inside themselves to cause the depression. Well, I think this is the end of our discussion. It was pretty good, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I hope we help you parents out to give some enlightenment on your children, to know what to look for with bullying. Just communicate with them. And for those who are being bullied, like my granddaughter said right here, to find a trusted adult or someone that you
Really close with.
really close with and can confide in, so it won't lead to depression, and someone who can help you out, because we don't want suicidal situations. We thank you for your time, for listening to us,
And
Right.
I hope this video helps.
and we hope this video
Helps.
helped.
Thank you for watching us.
Thank you for watching our YouTube
Make sure
video.
you share.
And make
Make
Tell
sure
a
sure
friend.
share.
Tell a friend.
share. Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you.